Hey guys, Highland went out here, and today we'll be reviewing Studio Series Transformers 1 Optimus Prime. And I know that on the box it does say Orion Pax slash Optimus Prime. Yeah, no. This is Optimus Prime. Maybe, this is just me, but I see the main line being more as like the cogged Orion Pax, and this being when he gained the Matrix, right? Because the cogged Orion Pax dad had like a thinner a window chest, while Matrix, well, no, just Prime had a thicker a window chest, but that's just my opinion. But for me, a main line is Pax, Studio Series is Prime. Sue me. I don't care. Anyways, to the review. Uh, in my opinion, this figure, I'm tired. Like, half of the transformation is fun, and by half I do mean the torso. Like, everything essentially from the waist up is good. The legs, it's not as basic as the mainline figure, but I feel like there could have been more. Plus, on my copy, the right leg, for whatever reason, is kind of bent inward. I honestly don't know how or why that is the case, but to be honest, it really does not alter, you know, how the figure looks that much. Plus, he still stands completely fine. So it's not a big deal, really. It's fine. But, yeah, yeah. Well, when it comes to the articulation, the head is pretty expressive. Like this is the head I'd expect for, Seeker figures, but hey, you win some and you lose some. You can do that, so hey, sure, why not? The shoulders are weird because of how the transformation is. Like, you have a butterfly joint in, none out, really because of the backpack. You have him breaking his arms, hot rod shoulders too, if you wanted. I do kind of like to leave the arms a little out, like this, because when having them in, it looks a little weird, because you can't fully put the arms down due to these pieces. But anyways, he has not a bicep, an elbow swivel, a wrist swivel. He has a torso swivel, I guess. That's mainly for transformation. The monoskirt it's honestly just a diaper. It's literally just a diaper. And to quote Perspective End, how can you polish a turd? Again, I quoted Perspective End, and to anyone who's watching this video this far in and knows of Perspective End, there you go. But anyways, yeah, you can move the monoskirt up. Legs can kick up pretty high, kick back. So it could be better, but with how the waist is molded, it does kind of block. The knees are actually pretty good. It's above 90. You have toe down, and you also have a pretty good rocker. When it comes to the accessories, if that stays tabbed, it's not a loose tab, but like if I pull hard enough, it does obviously come off. But anyways, accessories. These smokestacks are accessories, but I am not counting them as accessories because, it's a part of his body. It's not like It's not like he tore them off or anything. Uh, he has his matrix, which you can kind of faintly see through the chest. He has his axe. It's different than the mainline version, but the mainline version, despite being kind of less accurate, has a more accurate axe, despite the fact that that it is like baby blue instead of orange fading into blue, but whatever, it still is more accurate by having the axe jut out of his hand instead of being more G1ified. Plus, he does have these blaster things, which are used mainly for the truck mode. There is a sword spot here for it, but it's honestly so loose that I'm surprised it even stays in. But yeah. When it comes to size comparisons, here is Prime by Mainline Prime. Here he is by Mainline Rise of the Beasts Prime. And here he is by Power of the Primes Prime. I would show Orion. I would show the Orion Pax form, but as said, this version of the TF1 design is Prime, and this is Pax. Fight me. Anyways, and lastly, the one and only Megatron, or D16, or whatever you feel like calling them. And honestly, these two look good together. Like, honestly, these two do look good together. But anyways, let's get to the weird truck. And here we have the truck mode. And this, obviously, in my opinion, looks far more accurate than the mainline does. But I mean, then again, this figure is around like normal, well, per se, big deluxe scale, while the mainline is more like small deluxe. Plus, it's mainline. It's not Studio Series. It's not supposed to be accurate. Anyways, yeah, I feel like with the truck mode that they do improve from the issues I had, because with the mainline, I felt like the cab, this portion, like the part formed by the torso and the arms, was too small, and the legs, like this end, was far too long. Here, they did kind of remedy it to some extent. The legs do still feel a bit long, but definitely not as long as the mainline. Anyways, also, I might have noticed how these smokestacks are actually facing forward instead of backward. I know it's supposed to be backward, but if you turn them the other way around, to me, it looks weird, and I don't like it. I know, I'm crazy, sue me. Anyways, when it comes to weapon storage, the axe, there's two tabs here around the orb section. You can plug them in around where the kneecaps are, and it will stay in relatively well. It's not a bad connection by any means. And the little blaster thing can plug in here. And if it actually goes in like it should, and trust me, I hate this, it's kind of annoying. Yeah, boom. And actually, on the topic of it, you may notice how the gray here is kind of different from the gray here. Personally, like, I don't know why the grays had to be more like off gray instead of at least being plain gray. I know that some of the earlier models kind of had the arms, the waist, and this be more, I guess, bronzish, kind of like more goldish in color. And that was in like concept art, and it was like almost finalized concept art, but nonetheless. So they did kind of have to, have the arms and the thighs be kind of like this weird off gray. I get it, I do, and unlike most, I don't really have a problem with it. Anyways, but yeah, this is a truck. It's a Cybertronian truck, and in my opinion, this is much better than just having it be the standard flat nose truck Prime usually tends to have, but it looks a little more futuristic. Cause I know the Siege figure of Prime did it, and it's not a bad figure. That I haven't experienced it personally, but it's not a bad figure. But I'd rather have a Cybertronian vehicle mode that actually looks alien instead of a vehicle mode that's just a slightly futuristic version of stuff we already see in normal day. Anyways, yapping aside, when it comes to size comparisons, here he is with mainline Prime, and yeah, here, you can see my complaint of how the cab on mainline Prime is much smaller than the cab on Studio Series Prime, which makes the legs look much longer than they are in my opinion. Anyways, here he is with mainline Rise of the Beasts Prime. Here he is with Power of the Primes Prime minus the trailer. And here he is with this little old buddy Buckethead. And yeah, and actually, a little more about the truck and before I finish. I know, with the hands hanging off, people have an issue with that. Personally, I don't care. It could be worse. I do have the core class Bumblebee movie studio series Shockwave, and the hands are sticking out, plus the head is just facing backwards. So, I mean, it could be worse. It could honestly be worse. This is not bad, in my opinion. But, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you in the next video.